My name's Ashley Strong. I'm a national vice president and an independent consultant with this incredible company called Arbonne International, which I'm going to talk to you about that tonight. But so much more important than that, you guys, I'm a wife. I'm a mama of three littles. I've got a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 6-month-old. So if you hear clank, clank, boom in the background, you know that's just a normal day in our house. Life is crazy right now, but it's such a fun season as well. So when I was introduced to this Arbonne opportunity, it was 9 years ago. I was active duty Air Force. I was working 60, 70 hours a week, a very unpredictable, very demanding schedule. And I had never even heard of Arbonne, didn't know anything about it. I had a passion for health and wellness. And I, loved it, loved helping people, loved making meal plans and helping people in the gym and different kind of things like that. But I was not at a place where maybe I was living the healthiest life. And so when I was introduced to this, it was, I had a lot of hesitations, a lot of objections. So I'm going to tell you, if you're watching this video, if you're listening in tonight and you're coming on, maybe you did a favor for the person that invited you on, or maybe you're going, oh my gosh, what is this thing? I'll listen to the spiel, but I don't know if I have time, for something like this. I feel you. I see you. I was you. But you guys, something that I have learned about the 9 years in this industry is that this doesn't have to be an either or decision. Like you don't have to do this or what it is that you're doing. Most people do this alongside what it is that they're doing. And that's exactly how I started. And so I actually built my way to the top 1% of this company alongside being a chief master sergeant, working, crazy, heavy hours. And so I was not really sold when I very first heard about it. I was not, a big fan of network marketing. I was kind of skeptical about MLMs. And so when I would hear the word MLM, my mind would immediately go, pyramid. And so that could be you listening on as well. And so thinking of things like that. But in reality, you guys, what I realized is I'd only been exposed to sketchy companies. I'd only been exposed to those not so trustworthy business practices, the spammy, the salesy, the gimmicky side of direct sales. And that was just not something that I ever wanted to be aligned with. And so one random night, I was in Colorado. That's where me and my husband were stationed. We go to this hibachi restaurant. We got seated at the table and we just kind of started small talking with the people at the table. And that's where I randomly met my friend Sarah. And so that night we chatted over dinner. I learned that she was a very successful financial advisor. She had already kind of climbed that corporate ladder, and she was a financial guru as well as a mom and a busy professional. And I saw that she had aligned with this company. And I remember asking her, "You're so smart. Why would you do something like that?" And she goes, "Because I'm so smart and I understand finances." And she said, when I read the comp plan, it was a no-brainer to me. And so that kind of got my wheels turning a little bit of, okay, maybe this is something different. My ears perked up. I thought that I would have a long career in the military. And so I wasn't really looking for another job. And so you're probably on this call going, I don't need another job. I'm busy enough. I felt the same exact way. And so what I was doing was kind of watching what she was doing. I was watching that she was working crazy hours and also working this primarily from her phone while she's, in her living room, while she's on the go in between meetings and mostly around her family. And I couldn't keep denying that it was a viable way to generate income. You guys, we're walking around with these things all the time in our hands. We're glued to them. You're probably on it right now. You're scrolling alongside watching this. They're right beside us all the way. And so, she said, that's why I joined, because I am so smart. I understand numbers. I understand finances. And this comp plan makes so much sense. And so, you guys, that's what I really want to talk to you about tonight, because maybe you're like I was. Maybe you're curious, but you're still skeptical. And what I've seen is that so many professionals, fitness, nutrition experts, teachers, lawyers, stay-at-home mamas, doctors, military, college students, they're taking this opportunity and they're not looking at this as another job, but they're looking at this as a way to build a long-term financial asset. And so this ain't your granny's old school, network marketing. This is a very elevated experience. And you guys, I think now more than ever, people are needing extra income. They need more. It's expensive to live, but more than just needing more income, we would all take more money no matter how much we make, right? People want to feel passionate and they want to feel inspired about their work. And we're tired of this endless cycle of trading time for money. So 9 years ago, you guys, what I realized was I wasn't really moving forward. I was just getting better at running around in circles. And so I want to tell you a little bit about the company, why Arbonne stood out to me over all of the other companies that I would get invited to join. Arbonne has been around since 1980. And so we're tried and true. We've been here for 45 years. We care very much about community. We care about our planet. We care about good products. We care about recognizing people for their efforts, and we care about building a sustainable business and compensating very generously. We're very, very proud that we're actually the #1 direct selling company with a B Corp certification. So if you've heard of companies like Athleta or Patagonia, those are also B Corp companies. And so we're in the same company as them, right? We've proven that our love for people and planet is bigger than just our love for profit. And we do that through rigorous testing and through
Oh, damn it.
inspections. And we actually have to continue to get that inspection going every single year. And so, is this the right time? Listen, I know folks on here, you're listening, you're busy. You were probably like, oh my gosh, listening to this call for 15 minutes is taking a lot out of me. We are all busy. We all have things going on. So maybe you're wondering, is this the right time? And I'm going to tell you, Arbonne is at the intersection of e-commerce and wellness. These are two of the quickest growing industries out there. Wellness, for example, is a $5.6 trillion industry. E-commerce is a $6.3 trillion industry. No signs of either one of them slowing down. You guys, Arbonne's perfectly positioned in alignment with both of those pillars. And so holistic wellness plus the ability to click, order, and have a package at your doorstep is not just in demand anymore, right? Like it's an expectation. It's what we do. It's the way that we shop. I was talking to a group last night and I said, when's the last time like any of you actually went into a store instead of just clicking on Amazon and having the package show up at your door? And they were like, yeah, it's been a while, right? And so, if you are thinking, okay, that maybe I would have time for it. Maybe I could do it in the nooks and crannies of my day, but could I actually do something like this? I'm not a salesperson. I'm going to tell you, if you're not a salesperson, you're already a step ahead because you would have to unlearn so many salesy tactics, and that's just not what we want to do. And so it's very likely you're already recommending products, you're already recommending restaurants or hairstylists, or maybe you're sharing your Amazon link here and there. Most of us do that very often, but the reality is we don't get paid at all, or we don't get paid generously when we do. And statistics show you guys that the average person is on this sucker for up to 12 hours a day. And so with social marketing, you have the ability to monetize that time through sharing and selling products that people are looking for. And so the way that it works is you enroll as a consultant for only $65. That's going to get you your custom website link. That's going to get you all of your website maintenance. And it's also going to get you a full size product that you can try. And so when people use your link to order, the products are going to go from the manufacturer straight to the consumer. Less hands in that pot means better quality for the customer, and it means more payout for you as the person that recommended the product. And so as an independent consultant with Arbonne, that's exactly what you do. You use what you love, you share why you love it, and you earn through sales. Our home office takes care of all of the distribution, the shipping, the billing, website maintenance, customer service. And so when you become a consultant, you get the support of a marketing team. You're going to get a distribution center. You're getting a business ethics and sustainability team, a customer care team. You're going to get all of the tools, the training, the programs to help you get started and keep you going strong as your business continues to grow too. And so this isn't just a one-time, hey, you sign up and good luck, figure it out, right? So you start earning as soon as product is sold. You don't have to wait to hit a certain number. And so I've got, another friend in another company, and while they have incredible products in the company, the business plan is a little bit confusing, right? She's like, well, I have to sell so much before I can get paid. And I have to have so many legs, and I have to stack people under so many legs before I can get paid. And I'm like, wow, I'm so grateful that we don't have that in Arbonne. If somebody shopped from my website link right now, I'm earning commission on that Tuesday. And so another great thing is all of our products are consumable. They're used daily. And so this often turns into loyal customers with repeat purchases, which for you as a business owner, that means repeat commissions. And we have no monthly quotas. We have no requirements to purchase. We have no minimum buy-ins, anything like that. You use what you want, when you want, and if you want to. And so the way that we get paid, one of the best things about Arbonne, you guys, is that you get to define what success looks like for you. So you can decide the amount of time, the amount of skill, the amount of effort that you want to give. And so if you're going, gosh, I don't know if I have enough time for that, you get to pick. You get to pick how much time you want to put into it, right? If you say, man, I'm really looking for something and I need life-change money, you get to pick how much time you want to put into it. And so you get to create your own work environment. You get to choose the people you want to part with. You get to make your own schedule, and you get to define how you want to share, sell, and build. And so the way that we get paid is actually in 3 different areas. The first one is commissions, exactly what I was talking about a minute ago, right? Somebody goes and shops from my website link. I'm going to earn 15 to 35% commission weekly. The second is overrides. And so if you choose to build a team, which there's no requirement to recruit anyone to join your team. I want to like foot stomp that. You do not have to do that. But if you choose to do that and you want to do that and you teach other people how to share products, you're also going to earn an override percentage of their product sales. So we do not get paid anything at all to recruit people. We only get paid when products are sold. And so, for example, if I teach Tara how to sell products as well, Tara's going to get the bulk of that money. I'm going to get an override commission on that. And so as you promote through the success plan, that percentage of override starts to grow. It starts at 6% and it goes up to an additional 18%. That's on top of your commission. And then the third way is awards. And these can be earned monthly on top of your commission, on top of your overrides. These are anywhere from $100 a month to $1,000 extra a month. And something that's really unique about this company is we can earn jewelry, we can earn trips, we can earn vacations. Some of us are getting ready to go to Tulum, Mexico right now. We can earn retreats and we can earn other little fun swag. Throughout the year. And so you guys, with a traditional job, your boss usually determines when you're going to get a raise, when you're going to get a promotion. But when you're building your Arbonne biz, it's your time, it's your skills, it's your sales, it's your efforts that determine your success. And so you get to kind of be your own boss while also getting to create a future that's by your own design. And so we have a very simple comp plan. There's only 4 levels to the top after you become a consultant. And so I'll give you just kind of some generic ranges about that. For example, we got weekly pay yesterday, right? And weekly pay yesterday was just, that's my own personal sales. That's just what I'm personally selling of products. It has nothing to do with a team or anything like that. But my weekly covered 2 months of jujitsu for my son. And so you can see what's typical at earnings.arbonne.com. But what's so cool is we get 5 checks like that a month. And so for some people, this can be maybe just some extra to breathe. Maybe it's grocery money. Maybe it's daycare money. Maybe it's helping you pay down some credit card debt. For some people, it can be part-time money, right? Maybe this is helping to kind of offset the cost of life happening. Maybe, it's helping to offset the cost of something that you've been wanting to pay down or something that you've been wanting to save for. One of my friends, she wanted a new couch. And so she used her Arbonne, checks to save up to buy herself a new couch. So it can be extra breathing room. It can be just extra to add into what you have. Or you guys, it can be extra to bless because, as you grow through this compensation plan, your commission grows as well. And when I heard about this opportunity 9 years ago, I never in a million years thought somebody like me could make it to the top of the company. I thought that was reserved for the super special people that had a huge network, that had a lot of followers on social media. I didn't think it was for your average everyday person, but I was like, I could probably get to the first level and make a couple $100. But you guys, through consistency, through hard work, through just genuinely and authentically sharing products that I use and I love every single day, we've built our way to the top 1% where the average monthly income is $22,000 a month. That's life-changing money for me, you guys. And so because of Arbonne, when my active duty time ended, my family had options and we were able to say yes to a lot of things that we had to say no to. Both my husband and I are both full-time stay-at-home parents to our 3 littles. We've been able to help sponsor a women and children's shelter. We've been able to help family members in need. We've been able to give back to charities. But more than anything, you guys, is we've been able to teach other people how to do that as well. And they get to live a yes life. They get to say yes to things that they always had to say no to because they didn't have enough time or they didn't have enough money. And so right now, it's only $65 to get your website link. We can teach you how to make that back literally within your first month. And so you truly have nothing to lose. You're going to get a free product to that. And you are, like I said, going to be taught how to make your sign-up feedback. And plus, there's so many bonuses and incentives going on right now. And so what's going to happen next, you guys, is the person that invited you is going to reach out to you and they're going to ask you, are you a 1? Are you a 2? Are you a 3? And if you're a 1, that means, hey, I want to try these products first, see what these products are all about, but I don't really want to pay retail. We hear you. Friends don't let friends pay retail. We're going to get you a great discount. Even if that means less commission for us, we're going to make sure that you get a good discount on some products that are absolutely incredible. If you're a 2, that means you're not sure that this could work for you. So what you'll do is maybe get a couple of friends together on a call like this, test it out, let the person that invited you on share the opportunity or share some products with your people, see how they take it, see what they think. And if they want to purchase anything, we could sign you up and you earn that commission. Or the third is you're ready to get your website link and you're ready to start earning commission. And so You guys, 9 years ago, I was asked the question, if you keep doing what you're doing now, what is your life going to look like in 5 years? And that question scared me, not because I didn't think that I would have a job, but because I knew that I was always going to be trading time for money. And I did not go to bed dreaming of being the Arbonne girl, being somebody that sells fizz, being the protein sales girl, anything like that. But what I did go to bed dreaming about at night was being able to be present for my family, being able to have a front seat to my children's childhood, being able to say yes to things that were on my heart, being able to meet needs of people and things that I wanted to serve bigger in this world. And because of this vehicle and this opportunity called Arbonne, we've been able to do that. And I'm telling you, there's nothing different about you. I'm just a regular old girl. You hear the accent from Alabama, nothing special about me, except I know how to work hard and I know how to stay consistent and I know how to not quit. And that's truly the keys to success in this business. So if you have a heart for others, you love helping people, you love serving people, and you want to be healthier or you're just on a health journey, there's a place for you here. And so